Hey there, Capricorn. So let's look at the end of December. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns that are celebrating at the end of December. Let's see what's going on. This is general. I feel like you guys are really glad that Saturn is coming. And we have the Eight of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. He showed up prominently in your 2018 forecast. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. We have a progression here. 7, 8, and 9 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So your focus is really on emotions at the end of the year. And the options that you have regarding whatever it is that you need to look at directly. What kind of emotions, what kind of emotional experiences have you had this year that you need to walk away from? Who in your life has brought you down? Who's built you up? And as you go on that very spiritual journey of self, you'll find your wishes. What have you been wishing for? You could have a water sign in your life, or you could just be very emotional. You could be taking this on. But you want to give love. You want to be the Knight of Cups. You want to hand that love out. The Seven of Wands tells me that you're standing your ground on something. You're being kind of defensive. It's almost like, will you recognize me already? Will you recognize and see what I'm doing and see how I'm feeling? I mean, like I keep hearing, will you recognize me? Will you recognize me already? With the Six of Wands. You want to be victorious. We also have the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely an emotional water element to this. On the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. We have the Five of Cups. There are a lot of Cups here. The Five of Swords, the Page of Swords. There's a conversation that needs to be had. It could be that somebody deceived you or you deceived somebody else. Or you're simply deceiving yourself. That either you have something to walk away from, you have to look at these options, but you've been mourning. You've been mourning a part of you that has been emotional for a while. And I feel like towards the end of December, there's going to be this need for Capricorn to say, will you fucking look at me already? I'm talking now. I just heard, I have the talking stick. For those of you that don't know what the talking stick is, in some Native American cultures, or in a lot of cultures actually, they pass around a stick for the person whose turn it is to talk. So it's like, it's my turn. I want to say something. I'm not deceiving myself anymore. It could be in a relationship. You want to be abundantly happy, Ten of Cups. We also have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And the King of Swords is at the bottom. Emotional. Rational. I feel like you are counting your pennies. Possibly because you feel like you might be alone in this. You might be building a future by yourself. You're sitting like the Hermit, rationalizing, analyzing every little thing, looking at all the details, possibly in a very close light, not so far out. And I always say with the Seven of Cups, if you look at it too far out, it's fuzzy. Bring those options in. Look at them a little closer. Maybe pick one or two to focus on. Analyze those. But with all of this swords action here, 5 of swords, 7 of swords, are you sneaking away? We have the 7 of swords and the 8 of cups. To me, these two people are sneaking away. Do you want to sneak away? Do you want to run away? Oh. Interesting. 7 of swords just fell. Just like plopped out of my hand. What is that very conversation you have to have? What are these emotions? What are these things that you have to say? What are you holding inside? Because you want to be recognized. The Page of Swords talks about that very beginning conversation that needs to be had. The start. And it has to do with happiness. I want to be loved. I want to be respected. I want to be recognized. You could be taking on the King of Swords, which would make a lot of sense. But Capricorns are very emotional as well right now. So you could be taking on the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. You could have an air sign or a water sign in your life. We have a lot of cups here. There's a lot of emotional need ready to come out. And if you don't bring these emotions to the surface, how do people know? How do people know how they can approach you? Because right now you feel like you're all alone, building this life, all by yourself. We talked about at the beginning of December the final lessons and then relief. What is this final lesson that you have to learn? Is it speaking your truth? Is it no longer saying, I'm going to hold on to every little bit I have to get recognition, to be able to speak my mind, to say what needs to be said? Is that the last lesson that you have to learn? Or is it, I finally have clarity. I finally recognize what I have to leave behind that's either the ideal within me or whatever's going on in my external. Whatever that is, you may feel alone in that effort. You may have a lot of emotions flowing, a lot of options flowing. But it's going to lead to ultimate happiness. You'll be able to accept love. You'll be able to give love. You'll get your wishes. We went from the 9 to the 10. We go from the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking at your options, walking away from those options that no longer serve you, getting your wishes and dreams, celebration, being fulfilled, celebrating with families during the holiday, knowing that you can do it in a way that is abundant, in a relationship that you don't have to be alone in. But you have to walk away from those things. Those aspects of you, those aspects of your external life that you've mourned. So you can be recognized. So you can be heard. If you keep holding on to that clarity that you found, how can you move forward? Make sense? So we have the King of Swords. There you are, the Devil. It just tickles me that the devil is the Capricorn card. But the devil speaks of morality. It speaks of working really hard. Sometimes people feel chained to the devil. But you guys are the workhorses. You work hard. You work hard for morality, for the right things to do in life. And Saturn is coming home. And that is your reward for working so diligently. While Saturn was in your 12th house, working so diligently to get it right. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So, the rebuilding. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. We went from the 4 of Pentacles holding on too much to the 9. Rebuilding. And I like that the concept here is being the hermit while you're looking at all of these options, all of these emotions that you have inside of you to rebuild. I like that. And the reason why, and it's not just because I'm a Virgo and I'm the hermit, but the reason why I like it is you're taking each one of them. You're analyzing each one of them. You're looking at all of them in a different light. Something that is much deeper and closer. Closer to not only external closeness, but within. That ideal within, who you are. I know who I am, says a Capricorn. I know who I am. I work my ass off. I do what I'm supposed to do. I love deeply. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Gemini could be the air sign. But I feel like that there's just this... Sorry, my camera just froze. You guys still heard me. Mercury retrograde.
It's kicking my ass, I'm telling you. But I'm not going to finish, I'm not going to stop this because amazing reading. I love it, Capricorn. I really do. I'm so glad that there is this culmination of bringing these feelings to the surface, not holding on to it anymore, saying, recognize me, see me. See me for who I am. This is who I am. Right? So, have a very wonderful second half of December. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Everybody who's been using InstantGo, thank you very much. Everybody who has sent donations, thank you very much. Use the reading specials through the end of the month. You can even get gift certificates for after the first of the year. And I will honor those reading prices after the first of the year as well. Also, all of my traveling. I'm going to Pittsburgh this weekend. I'll be in Pensacola, Florida after the first of the year in January. So, thank you all very much. This has been a really wonderful last half of the year while I've been on YouTube. And I appreciate all of your support. And I will see you guys for January readings. Bye.